Saturday Night Live have reportedly issued an apology to Aimee Lou Wood after she slammed a mean sketch that mocked her teeth. On Sunday night, the White Lotus star shared a series of posts condemning the sketch show after Sarah Sherman wore huge prosthetic teeth while parodying Aimee. In response to being mocked on the show, the sex education star, 31, took to her Instagram story to slam SNL and address rumors about HBO. After the actress went viral for her takedown of the mean and unfunny skit, she claimed that SNL had reached out to extend an olive branch, alongside a selfie distorted to make her eyes and mouth larger. She penned, "I've had apologies from SNL." In the sketch, named A White POTUS, it imagined the Trump family and various political figures on holiday at the famous retreat. Walton Goggins' character Rick was reimagined as Robert F. Kennedy Jr., who was seen on a rambling rant debating they take all the fluoride out of the water. The camera then cut to Aimee's character Chelsea, played by Sarah, with exaggerated buck teeth, who exclaimed, "Fluoride? What's that?" In response, Aimee took aim at the cheap joke, as she wrote, "Such a shame 'cause I had such a great time watching it a couple weeks ago." Yes, take the P***us for sure. That's what the show is about. But there must be a clever, more nuanced, less cheap way. She also shared messages of support from her followers and sister Emily, admitting she'd received thousands of messages backing her up. Aimee continued, "Last thing I'll say on the matter. I am not thin-skinned. I actually love being taken the P***s out of when it's clever and in good spirits. But the joke was about fluoride. I have big gap teeth, not bad teeth. I don't mind caricature. I understand that's what SNL is." But the rest of the skit was punching up, and I/Chelsea was the only one punched down on. Okay, end of. To conclude, she shared a comment from a fan that read, "It was a sharp and funny skit until it suddenly took a screeching turn into 1970s misogyny." She added, "This sums up my view." Earlier in the day, Aimee shared more thoughts on the matter, admitting, "Whilst in honest mode, I did find the SNL thing mean and unfunny," she told her followers. After knowing she was feeling righteous but might delete her post later, fans encouraged her not to remove it. "Don't delete it." One comment read, "It was mean and unfunny, and saying it out loud removes their power. You're unreal in every way. I have a big gap in my teeth and an overbite, and you've genuinely made me feel so much better about myself. I was going to spend thousands on fixing it all, which I'm not doing now, because I look at you and think how gorgeous you look, so why not try and apply that logic to myself?" they concluded. Another commenter wrote, "I agree. Everyone else in that parody was a political figure who was being mocked. The only character who wasn't political was Chelsea, and they were clearly just taking the piss out of your appearance/accent, which is extremely C***I and uncalled for." Earlier, she clarified that nobody at HBO called her ugly. "That was my own paranoid thought," she explained, referring to a recent interview, which she says was misconstrued. The star continued, "Nobody at HBO would say that. My point in the article was about how our mind plays tricks on us. Please read carefully before getting angry for me." So to conclude today's rant, at Hibbo, kind and supportive and never wronged me, so leave them alone. At Nixmal, mean. In a recent interview with British GQ, Aimee explained that White Lotus creator Mike White had to fight to cast her, which made her feel insecure. She continued, "When someone, not a producer, told me Mike fought for me, it was said in a nice way. I just spiraled about it because of my own imposter syndrome. That was my point. Just really wanted to clear that up, because Habo have been nothing but super supportive." In the GQ article, Aimee dove into the insecurity, saying, "My little head goes, HBO didn't want me. And I know why HBO didn't want me. It's because I'm ugly. Mike had to say, 'Please let me have the ugly girl.' That was the thing that was in my head," she continued. Elsewhere in the interview, Aimee spoke about the interest in her natural overbite and gapped buck teeth, which she worried had progressed to the point that it was stealing attention from her performance. She worried that her teeth were now seen by some White Lotus fans as something goofy that she hadn't yet had fixed. "It makes me really happy that it's symbolizing rebellion and freedom. But there's a limit," she said. The whole conversation is just about my teeth, and it makes me a bit sad because I'm not getting to talk about my work.